Hello, fellow air breathers. So, I was gonna wait to do an update video till after at least I got my glasses and the lawnmower was fixed. But things ain't going exactly as planned. Alright, so I went to the doctor. The doctor ordered blood work and x-rays. Well, I asked for blood work, he ordered the x-rays. And I got my physical. So, I went to, hang on. My backpack was falling into the creek. So I went to, that was yesterday. I talked to the doctor, got my physical, and got my stuff ordered. So today, I went and got blood drawn. I got my x-rays taken yesterday. I got my blood drawn today, and I got my eye appointment taken care of. So, and I visited PAP. So far, so good. Now there's a hold up on my eyeglasses, which puts a hold up on some of my YouTube-y stuff because I can't see proficiently enough. So, yeah, well, that's that. I can't get my glasses until the prescription's filled, for one, and I can't fill the prescription until my blood work comes back because they're afraid I might have some sort of like a diabetic issue for the reason my eyes got as bad as they did over the years. I don't know too much about that. Like, I didn't know that. Like, I studied a good bit about diabetes, and I actually didn't know that fact. Like, I knew it could cause other problems, and I knew it could cause eye problems, but I didn't know it could cause... I mean, I'm pretty young, you know? So, I didn't take a lot of, I didn't really think of that. So, there's that. Sorry, someone came by, and you know how I get about that kind of thing. I don't like talking to a camera when someone's by me. It's weird. Unless they know what I'm doing, I feel like they think I'm some sort of creeper or something. I don't know. But okay, so that's that with that. Now the lawnmower, I bought carburetor cleaner, and I took the whole carburetor apart. I figured out what the hole in the gas tank was from, and I patched it. And I put it all back together, and it still won't start. Now, I don't think I have enough gas that is getting sucked up into the carburetor anymore. I did, but now I don't. So, gas is one problem. Another thing I noticed was when I took the carburetor apart, it was missing a washer. Now, I don't know how important that is, but I went and made a new one out of silicone gasket maker. And, well, I don't know if that's going to work, because I don't know how silicone holds up to gas. So, I don't know if the gas will eat through the silicone or not. But for the time being, if I can at least get it started, I'll know that's what the problem is. So, that's the lawnmower. So, my medical stuff, my grandfather, the lawnmower. That's my update so far. Now, of course it's hard times because I got assaulted and still have to figure out ways to get all my stuff back. So, you know, it's like, and I have medical coverage, so it's covering a good part of it. But I mean, I still got to get money for the bus and stuff like that to be able to go and take care of these things. So, I went through all my scrap stuff, and I took apart a couple of motors that I had laying around. I still have a couple more to take apart. And I took a portion of my brass, and I took a bunch of cast aluminum, and to get some money to do this. And here's what my scrapyard does, alright? Yellow brass, $1.40 a pound, which that sounds reasonable. I mean, I was thinking $1.80, but $1.40 it's reasonable. Copper, number 2, because, well, even though I cast some of it, they don't consider it pure. So I got $1.85 a pound for that, and I was expecting more like $2.05. But that's, there's only one scrapyard in this town, so I guess they could charge whatever they want for it. And then the real kicker, the thing that really got to me, was cast aluminum, 20 cents a pound. Now I know a scrapyard near here. It's further away. I can't take a bus to it. Does 45 cents a pound for cast aluminum. So this is 20 cents a pound here. So I took, and the biggest majority of my weight was cast aluminum because, well, during cleanup, I melted an entire screen door. And, well, you guys, if you watch my videos, you saw how much aluminum I melted. So I got a bunch of that. Now, here's the paper. Got 4 pounds of yellow brass, 11 pounds of aluminum, and 5 pounds of copper number 2. And it came to $17. So, I mean, that's more than enough money to get me to my doctor's appointments for the next couple of days and even provide cheap food. So I'm not really... The objective was met. So I'm not too upset about it. I mean, I already knew how the scrapyard was because it's the only one in town. So I'm not really splitting hairs, you know? I mean, I needed the money. They're paying money. So on and so forth. So I did liquidate my big chunk of cast copper, a bunch of wire from Copper Motors, a couple little bits of pipe. I melted, I got rid of 11 pounds of aluminum that I melted. It was mostly the bigger chunks that I'd have to cut apart, like the ingots that formed together that I'd have to cut apart to fit back in the crucible. I took most of those in. And the big ingots I made in the earlier episodes. So I wasn't too heartbroken about that. I still have at least, minimum, 11 pounds of cast aluminum sitting at the house. So I still have a lot I could do with that. So that pretty much covers that. Now, if anyone, I know I got a couple subscribers now, which thank you guys, because it doesn't do anything for me monetarily, but it's nice to know people are actually out there and enjoying what I do. Somebody is. If you're a subscriber, I started a Minecraft channel. It's all vanilla Minecraft. I don't know how to do mods yet. I'm getting to that. And that's something I'm doing to fill in episodes while I'm waiting for my glasses. And if you're paying attention to my channel, I posted a video, yesterday from when I shot this. So, June 5th, I posted a video, and I was wearing my glasses and everything. It's old footage. It was a video that it was a casting that kind of went wrong, and I wasn't even going to post it, but I saved the footage in case I needed, well, I don't want to say needed, but didn't have anything to post for a while. I could throw it up, and it's still entertaining, trust me. I mean, there was a zinc explosion, and I put a piece of brass in there that had some water in it, and it melted through my shoe and exploded everywhere, and that was another mess. But I mean, it was entertaining, and the end product was wrong as well. But if you get a chance, check that one out, because I mean, it wasn't a great video, but it wasn't horrible either. The most dissatisfying part was the pour, because I didn't have the camera centered right. What else? So all the medical stuff's covered. I made the gasket for the lawnmower. I liquidated my metal supplies. I don't know what to do about the Minecraft videos. I don't know what to do about the other motors I have. It takes a little more than the tools I got to rip them apart. So I was thinking that at some point or another, when I'm healed up a little better, I'll throw them all in my backpack and take them back in the woods and light them all on fire and see if I loosen anything up that I could peel it apart easier. And that's an idea. And I figured what I can get apart, I'll take apart. What I can't get apart, I'll just take in as motors, which is 10 cents a pound, which is horrible per weight. I mean, I probably got 15 pounds of motors that I need to take apart, and that's $1.50. If I get them apart, I'm probably looking at about $4. So maybe $6, but optimistically $6. The bare minimum is gonna be like $1.50, so that's a big difference if you ask me. I mean, that's 400% increase if I take the time to take them apart. And it's not like I'm doing much else with my time, so I mean, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it as well. So part of this video, I wanted to take a moment and appreciate this. This is a creek that runs through my town. It's not very big, and it gets mostly grown in, except for mostly this part. And me and my grandfather used to go here a lot. We used to catch crayfish for fishing, or just mess around to get out of the house and get away from my grandmother. Actually, I'm pretty sure a big part of most of the things me and my grandfather did together wasn't so much for his entertainment. It might be a little bit, because we had some things in common, but I think a lot of it was to get away from her. No offense, or offend you, I'm really indifferent on the subject. If you knew my life, you'd understand, at least to a degree, why I feel the way I feel. But I keep it pretty under wraps, because, well, until further notice, we're stuck living together. So until I figure out a way out, which I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. He's 60 years old and still wandering the streets trying to figure out what happened to my life. But yeah, I used to come down here a good bit when I was a child, and I used to babysit the neighbor kid, and I used to bring him down here once in a while, because, I don't know, just it holds some good memories. It's not even so much the creek. It might have a little bit to do with my grandfather, but I mean, there's just something about me sitting by the water that just makes everything okay. It's significantly better with bigger bodies of water, but this is like right in the middle of town, so it's not as quiet and relaxing. It's nice. I mean, there's a river that goes through town that I sit by sometimes, and it's bigger, but it's still right in the middle of town, like right next to a highway. But I'll go there once in a while, and it's nice to relax. Watch the muddy water wash down, and people that throw trash in the river float downstream, and all that kind of stuff. So, I don't know if I said it or not, but apart from getting my glasses back, I'm pretty much back to 100%. The foot that I damaged is still in pain. If I walk too much, or have too much weight on me, or move funny, it still causes me some issues, and my ribs hurt a little bit, but all in all, I'm pretty much back. I mean, once I get my glasses back, I'll be a step in the right direction. The only thing I'm hoping is something else bad doesn't happen, which it shouldn't. Like, I don't go around provoking people or provoking problems. Not really. I mean, yeah, maybe drinking beer in the park's a bad idea. Yeah, maybe people might think that's looking for trouble. But overall, I'm not hurting anybody. And aside from it being against the law, there's pretty much nothing wrong with it. So, I mean, I've seen people that are completely sober that get irate in the park. If I'm in the park drinking, just chilling, minding my own business, yeah, I'm breaking the law. But there's people that are sober that do worse than I do when I'm drunk. So, yeah, I guess that's another thing. I feel like there's more. Like, I feel like I had a bigger plan, more of an outline than this. Pap's looking better. he doesn't seem to be too talkative towards me. I don't know if I've done something to him or upset him in some way. I honestly don't know, but I'm tired of pleasing people. I'm tired of trying to be what everybody else wants me to be, and I mean, I'm not a criminal. I'm not a homosexual, which if you're a homosexual, more power to you. But I imagine that'd be something that would upset my grandfather. But long story short, I'm not anything that would be. I make my money as honestly as I can, and I live my life as honestly as I can within means. And I don't think anyone should be upset with me about that. But there's far worse things I could be doing than drinking beer and melting metals in my backyard. I'm sorry. But I mean, yeah, I don't have a job. I don't have a viable way of making money. Like, a consistently viable way of making money. But, you know, that's not all my fault. I mean, I got a bad rep. I got a bad label put on me. I'm in a bad place for jobs to begin with. Like, this is a small town, and if you don't drive, your job chances are pretty low for anything sustainable. You might be able to get a job for a little while, something part-time, but if you're not tip-top perfect drone employee and you have a mind of your own, eventually they'll replace you with somebody else. It's just kind of how it works. It's how it seems around here anyway. Alright, I'm probably approaching about 20 minutes. So, I think that's all I really wanted to say. If you've seen the last couple of videos, I was smoking again. I'm a little stressed out because of the medical tests and the fight. I just can't understand. I get stressed out when things happen that shouldn't happen. I get stressed out when things happen that I don't want to say are out of my control, but are negative to me for no reason. I mean, and you can say, you know, blah 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 is a reason, but out of all honesty, something like that should have never happened under almost any pretense, unless, yeah, I mean, I'll stick to that. It should have never happened under any circumstances. Alright. It is what it is. Unfortunately, life goes on whether you're in it or not, so. Well, I'll probably have this video up tonight. Today's June 6th, so let's see how long it takes me. It's only 2 parts, and I'm not cutting anything out, so I'll throw it on there, and it's an update video, and hopefully I might shoot another one when I get the lawnmower fixed. I might make a better blower for my furnace, too. I saved a fan motor that worked. I just need to get smaller blades and make some sort of housing for the air to be tunneled into one spot. But that's for another video. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Get out and enjoy yourself. It's beautiful. See ya.